Howdy y'all, it's Cletus Boone here with switching over from Best Breakfast Boss to Cletus Cook House. Today we're delving into a family feud. It's Great Aunt Alberta's creamy gravy versus my granny's oyster grits. And I'll tell you, I never liked oysters, and I never liked oyster grits. Now, some of y'all said I looked like I was hot here in my flannel, so I got a shirt with air conditioning. Don't worry about my arm here. I got stung by a wasp and I have cellulitis. But the missus made me go to town and go see a doctor, and I got it all taken care of. But we, have the name here. The big news is we're switching from Best Breakfast Boss to Cletus Cook House, a name that fits me better. And if you're ready, rise and shine. It's Cletus time. Let's get out of these rainy woods. Let's get back to the Cletus Cook House kitchen, and let's get to cooking up a mess. Howdy, on this rainy day, we're going to make some of my country sausage here, sweet as a peach. And we're going to make some of Aunt Alberta's gravy, so creamy, make Granny chuck her oyster pot into feet. Now what we need here is we need a pound of ground pork. You can use any old ground pork you want. I have some brown sugar. I got the recipe in the comments down below. Got my salt and pepper here. Got the sage. I love the smell of sage. Well, that salt and pepper decided not to come out. There we go. I'm going to put in just all the rest of the spices I have down below. Always got to make sure you get some pepper flakes in there, get some heat. Get everything in there. And then the last thing is I'm using some real maple syrup here. Then you put in a tablespoon of maple syrup. And then I just usually use my hands and I just mix it up. You make sure you get all the spices and flavors all throughout that pork there. Get it good and mixed around. Now with this creamy gravy I'm going to make, when I was a youngin', Granny and Aunt Alberta had a feud over what I would eat. My granny would always say, those oysters make you grow up big and strong, but I never liked those slimy oysters. Ugh. They just weren't ever good. Anytime I got a chance to sneak off and get Great Aunt Alberta's gravy, I'd eat so much, I'd be like a tick on a hog. I'd just stuff myself. But I think we got this good and mixed up now. And then we're not going to need all of this for the gravy. So what we'll do is I'm just going to take handful sizes and I'm going to work them out into patties, just like that. I'm probably only going to need about 2 of these patties. A little bit of a big patty there. There we go. The rest of them you can cook up and eat as is. You can put them in the fridge and save them for a few days. Or you can always freeze them. I've frozen plenty of sausage, my country sausage here. But then let's go ahead and let's take these. Let's put them in the skillet. And let's make some of Aunt Alberta's gravy. See you there. Now I got 2 of them sausage patties in the skillet. There's no need to add any extra fat or anything because sausage and usually pork has enough fat in it to make a preacher cuss. What we're going to do is we're going to put those in there. And you really want to break those up. So then that way we can use it for the gravy here. We're just going to break those guys up a lot. We're going to let it start cooking. And this recipe here is inspired from my Great Aunt Alberta, rest her soul. She's been gone for close to 30 years. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. And then as this starts cooking, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of flour. And really got to let the flour and the sausage all cook together. Now once I got that sausage cooked up, and you want to get that flour cooked up so it don't taste like flour. You hear me? You got to get it all cooked up there. But cooking up this recipe, I'm going to try to keep my Great Aunt Alberta's memory alive, rest her soul. But I'm sure my granny's up there pushing oysters and laughing. What we're going to do is, once we get this all kind of cooked up a little bit, that's when we're going to add a cup and a half of whole milk. And then we're going to let that start cooking in. Now, what I like to do, and this is optional, I like to put in some additional sage. I just really like that sage flavor. And I'm going to put in some extra peppers in there. Some of my little things. And we're just going to go ahead and just work this around. That way we can get that flour, that sausage, all that goodness kind of worked in there. You kind of use your spoon. You scrape the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and give this a minute. And it's going to cook up all nice. Break up any clumps if there's any clumps in there. Turn down the heat a little bit. And you just keep on cooking this down until it gets to the gravy consistency that you're looking for. It's just going to take a few minutes, but like in most things in life, if you hurry them too much, it ain't as good. See, just took a few minutes. And then now that gravy's really thickening up. Take just a second here. And if you want to, go ahead and grab you a spoon. Dip it in there. The way it sticks to that spoon. Let's get some of that sausage on there. That is so good. Now I'm pairing these with my biscuits from my other video, which I'll put in the description down below. And I'll also set it up at the end of this video so you can go easily watch my biscuit video. But I think these gravies are done. I got some biscuits done. And I think it's time to eat. Because who doesn't love a good old plate of biscuits and gravy? Go ahead and let me grab a plate, and I'll see you there. And there you have it. My country sweet sausage and my Aunt Alberta's gravy. That it's so good, it'll make you forget about them oysters. But go ahead and like and subscribe for more country cooking. You can also follow me on other social platforms. And let me know if you've had some family battles and with food wise and what your favorite is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat me some of this biscuits and gravy, and I'll catch you next time. Always make sure you come back for Cletus cooking. That is so good. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.